Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant, and we are ready to rumble. So, let's get things started, shall we? Okay, gonna put everything here. First, gonna tell people that I'm alive. And then, we will go. Hello, Arcane. How you doing? Okay. Let's do this. Copy. Send. Okay. Send. Hello, AJ. Happy Lunar New Year to you too, Sir Tommy. May this year be filled with health and prosperity for you, my friend. Thank you for always supporting. That's okay, AJ. Greetings, underdog. Glad you're doing good, Arcane. Okay. As always, don't forget to like and share the stream. And we will begin first by slaying the Defiler, as we always do to start off our day. New character is good. Certainly can't complain about it. Actually, I should probably also check my research. I always tend to forget about that.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
I knew I forgot to chuck this in. Quant crystals are still relatively low. Why are my ion accelerators so low? 10,000. 10,000 more units on the way. There goes my gold though, but c'est la vie, right? New Year's luck shop. Okay, we've taken everything. That's because the screen chat hasn't even connected yet. Caster Labs hasn't even picked up the stream. It sometimes takes a while. Well, that's how it is. Caster Labs is the only software we have, and it can occasionally be a bit iffy. Sometimes it takes a few years for it to connect up. It doesn't connect, like, unlike Twitch, it doesn't, like, YouTube, I guess, it's still, I guess, relatively new. As silly as it sounds, it's relatively new in the streaming industry, so yeah. Thank you, Sir Tommy. We will do the very best we can. Okay, now it finally connected successfully. Is on screen working? Let's check. Bing. Yep, there we go. See, on screen is working. And immediately the first thing is Nightbot. I never have a favorite character, AJ. As a long-term viewer, you should know this. I use what is most efficient. There are no favorites. Only efficiency, my friend. We only do what is efficient. And we do what is efficient because efficiency is the key to everything. We fail efficiency, we will not do well. Now, we'll start out with the usual Defiler runs. After Defiler runs are cleared, we will move on and move off to go and do some other shenanigans. I.e. today we're going to be testing gold farming because a lot of people ask me questions about it. So I will test it and make a video on it straight away. So let's get it done.
I may have underestimated them.
Lol. Refuse death.
Keep
I refuse. There we go.
reloading.
Aha. Now that's what I call legendary. Legendary. And now we do it again.
Boom. Eliminated.
Wait, what? I messed up there, didn't I? Nani? Well, that does happen. Aw, Sir Tommy, a red? Jesus Christ, brother. You've given me a lot over these times. You don't have to do that, but thank you for the whole bow. It is deeply appreciated. I'm doing good, Figs, but I must still be asleep because I screwed up. Let me thank you properly in a second after I'm done with this, but thank you very much, Sir Tommy. This Friday, thanks to the idea from Matthias and you, we shall have our ramen cup noodle mukbang stream. We'll do it on Friday. Another unhealthy mukbang just for you guys. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay, now I can finally like this. But thank you. Thank you, Sir Tommy. I will strive to be the best creator this year, and I will do my absolute best to continue to bring you guys good entertainment and honest information. No misinformation, no nonsense. So thank you once again, brother. It is deeply appreciated. And like I said, I will strive to be the best that I can.
This is
Thank you.
awesome, huh?
But yeah, doing good, Fix. Really can't complain. It's the Lunar New Year. I'm just happy to be streaming, healthy and streaming, just doing my thing. We're gonna be working on gold farms today because people keep asking me about it. So that is today's goal. I'll actually test and work on the results of every single gold farm in the game, and then figure out which is the best bang for your buck. Then we will carry on.
Begin tracking. There's no getting away.
See, this run was fine. I don't know what happened last round. I clearly must have screwed up in some legendary way that I didn't even realize.
You can't
Legendary!
begin tracking.
I'm also super happy that I'm streaming. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. You know, the doggo, I've noticed something. If you kill something near, like, ramps and things like that, your doggo doesn't jump up. Why doesn't it do that? It finds a ramp and runs up the ramp slowly. It's like, why would you do this, doggo? Why would you do that? That is so undoggo of you. Oh, sword mow? Are you mowing swords today? I don't know why, but every time I think of the word sword, it reminds me of this card in Magic the Gathering, or was it Yu-Gi-Oh? I can't remember. Swords to Plowshares. So I don't know why it reminds me of that, but every single time, I'll tell you. I was probably in the poison the first time and wasn't even thinking about it. Sometimes, you know, when you get to that stage, you're just like, you know what?
Trying.
Just don't think anymore. Okay, this is definitely one of the accidental foobar runs,
Begin tracking.
and only because.
Getting away.
There you go. Well, Zarf Pro, did I use crit damage on my reactor? Or, if you check my video, did I use skill attack versus Colossus? You need to follow exactly what I do in my builds, my friend. If you don't follow exactly what I have, you will not get the same results, I promise you. I think so too, Sir Tommy. I'm certainly going to work hard to make that happen. And I knew I heard the throat clear. Greetings, Arcane, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. So what are you working on today? No, that's okay. Nothing wrong with being distracted.
I need to. I need more. Well, actually, I need gold, but I need what is this stuff called again? I'll tell you in a minute. Quantum crystals, so I can craft more precise ion accelerators.
Okay. The best farm without Defiler is the Kingston Reactor.
You can't escape.
If you go there and just keep starting the reactor, you can clear it in 17 seconds per round. Some people use Viesa, some people prefer Sharon with Ambushed, because they'll just blade the first one and then they'll turn around and, or nowadays they'll shoddy the first one and then they'll just turn and then use their fourth ability on the second, so you can do that. Thanks, Craig. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
I see.
Yep, so if you don't want to do Defiler runs, then that is the best bang for your buck. If you can get it to about 17 seconds per run, you're effectively getting 4 runs per minute, and you can just stay at the exact start and just keep starting the reactor while killing both the enemies that spawn at Kingston, and your doggo can pick up the reactors that drop. Don't open up the amorphous thing and just keep starting it, and off you go. You can open up the amorphous thing if you want to, but it'll lower your kill times.
Don't you dare run away.
Yes, I see.
Yep, that's the best farm, unfortunately.
I did manage to kill him twice.
Listen, no doubt, I'm proud of you.
I just need to get my reactor
You can't escape.
fixed.
Begin
Yep,
tracking.
no sweat. That's fine, brother. But yes, precise ion accelerators are pain without the Abyss boss. Mostly because the Abyss boss is just more fun than doing the reactor over and over.
Right.
Fair enough, Craig. Listen, if that's your runtime, 45 seconds, 50 seconds, then that's good enough, you know? You take what you get. You take what you can.
There's no getting away. You can't escape. Keep trying. This is going to sting. Begin tracking.
Just once, I'm gonna try scroll wheel. The average player probably can't. That's why I tried my best to explain my technique, but even I understand it's not that easy to execute. Again, this is what a lot of creators also don't understand. It's never easy to execute a particular technique.
Boom. Give up.
Tis rarely, if ever. There's definitely other descendants. Some people have claimed Glay can do it. Some people have claimed Valby can do it. So far, I have an S, and I'm not too keen on finding a different one. Just like how I don't seek other options because there's no point.
You can't escape. Begin tracking. This is going to...
I was just trying the scroll wheel. It's not bad, I guess, because sometimes if I just use the Q button too much, I'm gonna give myself carpal tunnel on my left hand, so I'm trying the scroll wheel. It's not bad. A little unco, but not bad. Yes, Varman, you should always have, like, okay, look, this is my policy. Some creators will tell you, oh, you can use one descendant for everything. Look, I'll tell you straight up, me, I'm an efficiency kind of guy. I will always use the most efficient thing for the most efficient purpose. Therefore, in my personal case, in my personal opinion, what I always do is I say, okay, here's the facts. I need to have the ideal character for the ideal fight. So I will always use whatever is correct. So therefore I build different characters for each situation, because it's what makes sense to me. Like, I always feel like if I'm using the wrong character for something, then I'm not going to get the best results, and therefore I'm not really delivering proper, you know, proper information to you guys. For me, that is crucial and very important.
Loading.
Yeah, they already patched that, and either way, X2P, we stand against exploits and bugs. So if you know about exploits and bugs, I ask that you report them to the devs, because we do not do that here. As an honorable gamer, okay, I do not, well, Varman, it sounds like you've followed the completely wrong path. You should never have built Freyna first. Go get your ultimate bunny, follow my ultimate bunny builds, because that's what you need to do. Nobody should be building Freyna first. That is a terrible, terrible idea. Okay, and fully building Freyna first is the reason why you're struggling, and why she took a month is because you did not follow my methodology. You don't know whose methodology you followed. But I always tell people, don't go off and build all these other characters first, because you're going to waste your time. You aren't going to have the resources. You are going to suffer. First character is always Ultimate Bunny. Why? She's the easiest to build up, and she's one of the best farmers other than Ines. If you waste time on Ines first, you might take 2 months to get Ines ready, and then by the time, sure, you'll have a fast farmer, but at that time you might be bored of the game. So building the wrong character first makes your journey longer. It makes your journey slower. Don't do that. Always follow the correct methodology, especially in games like this. Sure, you can do whatever you want, up to you, but you will be a lot slower. Your choice. So I would really recommend, you really want to get good at this game, start with Ultimate Bunny first. She is your first and most ideal choice, and she always will be, because she is the first and best farmer in the game for most players. That's why anyone asks me on stream, I always tell them, why didn't you build Bunny first? They say they're struggling. Did you build Bunny first? No. That's always the case, you know? So always build Ultimate Bunny first. Don't waste time with anything else. If you're new to the game, new player, whatever, it doesn't matter. Ultimate Bunny first. Nothing else. Until your bun is completed, do not bother. Bun is your champion. She will be the champion that unlocks all other champions. Then eventually, once you're fully at endgame, you swap over to Ines. Yeah, did you know that you would have done that a lot faster if you had Bun first? Because basically, without Bun, your farming is literally at like 1/3 or even worse, 1/4 the speed that you normally would. Listen, King Kong, if I want to make a kissy face for every single video, then I will do that. If you don't like that, then that's up to you. No need to just wonder. But sounds to me like you're just here to troll, so if you're gonna come at me with that kind of attitude, then I will simply remove you from my channel.
Don't you dare run away.
Either be in my chat respectfully and worship the very ground I walk on, or we can throw you out and make you get lost. Make your decision, make your choice. I love it. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. If you love it, then I expect a red super chat. Otherwise, don't bother.
You can't escape.
We're gonna keep an eye on this guy. If he makes a single move, you know what to do. Some days I've got patience for you losers. Other days I don't. So do not ever annoy me. Got it? Of course, Zarf Pro. Skill attack versus Colossus is extremely important. It is extremely important because if you do not have skill attack versus Colossus, you are literally losing out on a chunk of damage. That's why you must always follow the exact stats that I demonstrate on my content, on my stuff. If you do not use the exact stats, you're gonna have a terrible time. Hello, Darkness. What a name, Darkness. Greetings.
Eliminated. You can't escape. This is going to sting.
Yep. Once you're at like the end game content, you're like doing serious content, it always makes a difference. Yeah, go ahead and use your Spider Bunny. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable finishing stuff with, just do it. This is the Abyss boss, Darkness. It's Defiler. It's nothing. It's not hard Gluttony. This is Defiler. This is the Abyss boss. Gluttony looks completely different, man. Gluttony is just a one-phase kill, dude. Gluttony's nothing. This guy is the so-called endgame boss. But he's fairly easy if you follow my nest methodology. As long as you follow my builds, you have no trouble. Follow the perfect builds and you will be okay. Fail to follow them and you will have a rough time. Yep, it is the new boss.
This is going to sting. There's no getting away.
Are any of the dude descendants good? That's what a lot of people have been asking. Keelan used to be good as a speed farmer, but Ines is faster than him. Ines is faster than everybody else in the game right now, actually. So I used to use Keelan for all my speed farms because he was just so fast. He was just like boom, 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 boom. Now Ines is faster, so hashtag sad. It is easy because I've already shown the methodology on my channel. All you got to do is just follow the video. And you follow the video, you just do that, and you're pretty much good to go. I've got a video demonstrating my technique as well and all that kind of stuff, so it's all good. And of course, the trolls are trying overtime because they're very upset that their content creators, that their content creators don't actually know how to teach people, so they come around, try to destabilize the channel. I just ignore them, you know.
Don't you dare run
And in
away.
fact, you know what, Rena, I'm actually gonna unhide him just so he can keep talking and yapping. Then everybody can see the bullshit that these guys try to spout. By the way, FYI, your creators aren't gonna get better just because you guys try and destabilize me. You know, I'll leave you guys here. Come on, keep hate watching me. Keep hate watching me. See, I've unbanned your account. Go ahead. Go ahead. By the way, thank you for that, Renner. But go ahead. I've unbanned his account now. Come at me. Show me everything. Keep showing me what you can do. Hey, Bear. What's the base place for gold? We'll be testing it later. Right now, I know that several creators are very, very upset that I've called them out. This is Ines, yes. Ines is currently the ideal. So, she works very, very well. Oh no, and by the way, don't engage with King Kong. Just leave him be. Because it doesn't matter. What he says or does is not our business. Just ignore him and let him keep yapping. The more he yaps, the better. Because, you see, the fact is, right, I've already called out several creators for their fake-ass builds, and the fact that they don't actually teach people, they just show you a build and show you one perfect run, and they never actually show you the process. So that's why I showcase the entire process, including failures, stuff like that, because it's all important. At the end of the day, you gotta practice, and even if you practice, there's no such thing as a 100% success rate. You know I'm the GOAT, only one nice. And Zarf Pro, if you've been playing for 2 months from early December, upgrading Reactor is too much material. It's because you're not farming the correct things. It's because you don't have the correct builds. If you follow my builds exactly, Zarf Pro, you'll have everything you need. Of course, upgrading your Reactor is difficult, but once you fully upgrade everything, you know, you'll be alright. The key thing is not to give up and to farm correctly. This is why you must watch every single stream that I do. A lot of people say they don't have time, but if you watch my streams more than you actually play the game, as funny as it sounds, you'll do better. Why? Because you know the best spots to go, therefore you don't waste time. So right now, right, Quantum Crystals are best farmed at the Abyss boss, but if you watch my video on Quantum Crystals, there are other spots you can go to as well. The Kingston Reactor, sure, it's very boring, but if you farm that for about 2 hours, you have enough for 500 precise ion accelerators, which you can then use to further upgrade your reactor. So there is a lot of ways and means. It's just about you deciding, like, okay, what are you going to do each day? How are you going to find the best combination of activities to do in order to actually get what you need? So that's what we do. That's what we do here. We teach it, and we just show you what happens and how to get it done, you know? And Bear, I know that that's why most of you guys are here. I'm in a very good mood, you know, because of Sir Tommy, Yuri, all the lovely writ packets I received. So, you know, today I'm being gracious and kind. I'm even letting the trolls have a moment in the spotlight, but it never works, you know. No matter how much they say, it's not gonna work. And their creators are still gonna be bad and still gonna be worse than me. So keep it up. Keep it up. I dare you. Please bring at least 4 accounts next time. 1 account is just sad, bro. If you're gonna troll, at least come and bring 7 accounts, like the old days.
You can't escape.
Hello, troll. How's it going?
This is going to sting. Begin tracking.
Just go to the other defense mission, Petro. There's Echo Swamp Defense. It's all the same. If you want to farm weapon XP, you can go to a defense mission, or you can actually just go to the 400%. It's up to you, really. Some people these days are farming via the 400%. It's all the same. Legitimately all the same. Whether you farm in the 400% or whether you farm in the special operations, it's roughly the same. But most people, if they want to go super fast, they'll do the special operation defense mission. Always think outside of the box. Don't be one track in your mindset. Think.
Begin tracking.
To be honest, the envelopes that I get is mostly from, you know, my lovely chat here. Because I don't have a lot of family. I'm gonna see most of them on Saturday, so yeah. That's why I love family, you know. I go every Saturday, gotta see them. Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes you just don't get the stuff you need because its external components are relatively difficult. They can be a difficult and long process. Anyway, don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. I know more of you are here, and if you haven't already liked and shared the stream, make sure to do so, even if you've got 0 followers on social media. The more that you like and share my stream, the better. Pretty much, Zarf. I prefer the hard mode defense, because there's slightly more gold there, and we can finish it in about the same time, assuming you've got the right build. But yeah, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I usually do about an hour of Defiler runs. I might cut it a bit short today because I've got to do the gold farming test for people, as requested. But yeah, mostly I do about an hour of Defiler runs each play session, because I think it's very, very important that we, farm this daily. Otherwise, you're going to get bored. So in order to not make myself bored, I just make sure to do it daily. Actually, I'm sure some of the other creators have also done similar builds, but I don't think they show like consistent runs. They just do a couple of clips, which is fine, but you have to show the consistent runs to show even failures, because you're not going to succeed 100% of the time. You might have like a 90% success rate, and 10% of the time you fuck up. You mess up. Oops, sorry, clean stream. But either way, you mess up. It happens. You know, everybody messes up sometimes due to lack of concentration. You're having too much fun with chat. By the way, for those of you that haven't yet registered me as a creator, please make sure to do so. Just hit the link in chat. Alright, Nightbot will put it up. There you go. Hit that link in chat. Register me as your creator. I'm counting on you guys. The more support I get, the more I can do for you. Okay? But yeah, I try to do at least like an hour of runs per day. If I can get about an hour of runs done, then I'm usually in a very, very safe situation. If I cannot get at least an hour of runs done, then life is a lot more miserable. Hey, Lawbreaker, what up? Greetings. Happy Lunar New Year to you and yours. Wishing you good health and prosperity this year. Alright, thank you for always supporting my stream. I'm glad you showed up so I could give you Chinese New Year greetings. To you too, my friend. Good health is the most important. With good health, we can do anything. That's what my dad always taught me, and that's what I always say. Yeah, of course, Zarf. If you check the content creators, if they're honest, they'll say it's a bug. A lot of them will not tell you it's a bug. Well, if they use the launcher. If they don't use the launcher, then it's not a bug. There have been several builds that use the launcher to abuse the bug, but right now the bug has been patched already, or so the devs say. I don't know if it's been patched. I don't touch bugs. I don't deal in bugs. If you want bug-free runs that are not illegal, alright, and that you will not risk getting banned for, then you can stay on my channel. I only do legal runs. Now, of course, that means I give you guys less options, because I won't do exploits like going onto the map and stuff like that, because I don't feel that this is the correct way to play a video game. That being said, the devs also have not made their stance clear. They haven't really taken any action against a lot of people for using exploits and bugs, so we don't know if there'll be any punishments or penalties, but I just look. As an official creator, I prefer not to deal in those kinds of things. It's very much easier for me to just show you guys legal, proper runs like we're doing right now, and that to me is better. You can kill this thing with just Glay using a shotgun. I don't know how exactly people do it efficiently, because I personally do not think it's worthwhile compared to an S. But you know, some people do. Some people be good like that. So you can try their builds, but honestly, you want to do this the fastest, just use an S. She's fast, consistent, and even if you die, you can still kill the enemy, so... Actually, you know what? I should probably check how much gold I'm getting here. Because you also get gold here. This might actually be worthwhile. I should tabulate the results. Let me do a couple of runs of this and add the results in. This makes sense. I'll do it right after this run, so I can properly record. I didn't think about it, but there's also gold here. I should measure the efficiency. 2 birds with 1 stone. Get my daily done and also get some more information for you guys.
Keep trying.
Okay, first and foremost, I should say, runtime in seconds. Okay, my starting gold amount. Sorry, setting up the spreadsheet. Starting gold. Gold gained. Gold per minute. Okay, my starting gold amount is 39858. 280. Okay. And the gold gain, we will determine it on the next run. Yeah, they usually don't, Lee. That's why I've told people, if people want to see punishments for it, at least 80% of the community must agree. Either way, they're probably not going to punish anyone here because their player base isn't large enough for them to do that. So that's just me being honest about the whole situation. We probably aren't going to see any punishments, but despite that, I do not want to ever exploit. Bossing Descendant is Haley. First bossing Descendant you will always get is Haley. Alright, once you build her up, she's a beast. Then you build up Ines for Defiler specifically. But most people start with Haley because she's a lot easier to use for a lot of your early game stuff. You want to farm your Slayer set? Haley. You want to get your Annihilation set? Haley. You want to do a lot of the early game hard mode bosses? Haley. So now that you've invested in Ultimate Bunny, just invest in my Haley build and you should be good to go, pal. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you're going to need to do. So if you're early into hard mode, welcome. And remember, before spending money on the game, please register me as your creator. If you do not know how to do that, here. I'll put the link in chat. All you got to do is hit the link. It takes less than 2 minutes and you'd be helping me out. The more support I get, the more I can do for you. I don't care about the commission. I just want the numbers. Whether you spend 10 cents or $10, doesn't matter. I just want the support numbers. So please make sure to register me if you haven't already. Those that registered more than a month ago, please make sure you register me again. 79,376. Okay, 79,376. That's the goal gained. So the time in seconds taken is 25. Gold per minute equals... okay, so sorry, I have to put it in minutes. That's wrong. And it's easy to do anyway, so... Equals 25 divided by 60, so that shows me the count. This gives me the gold per minute of 190,504. Okie dokie day. That's good. Now we'll do a couple more runs where we can record the stuff, and we should be good to go. I'm sure everybody's waiting for Serena. Mustafa, don't worry. The only difference is mostly reactors and what you're doing with your secret garden. Because I'm shooting while spamming my skill. Therefore, I'm dealing a little bit more damage. That's usually what it takes. No problem, well, why not? So please don't forget to register me as a creator, alright? The link is in chat. All you have to do is just hit that, 2 minutes, and I'll be very grateful to you. The more support I can get, even if you only spend $1 on this game, if I can just get more supporters, then at least people can see, hey, this guy's one of the best creators, therefore I should be following him. I want to help the community. I don't care about the commission. Because honestly, I make way more from the super chats that I get on stream than I ever would from the commission. Even an entire month's worth of commission is not worth much because, okay, look, people don't spend that much. I mean, a couple of people do, but the commission is very low here. So all I care about is just making the community better. Yeah, absolutely. I plan on updating that in future, but not right now because the old builds are still good enough. As long as you follow the old builds, you'll be fine. And the best part is it doesn't require a weapon core because until people can regularly farm Defiler, weapon cores are a little bit hard for them. So that's why I haven't made anything new yet. I will update all the builds once the full weapon cores are out. That one's no issue for me. They're called weapon cores, Craig, by the way. But yes, there are some good ways you can make all that happen. And I'll definitely be looking into that. Well, it depends on what rolls on the actual stuff, but yeah. If you happen to get 2 rounds per magazine rolls, then absolutely you can make some very, very happy things happen. Along with good Colossus stats, you can absolutely shred stuff. They don't. I have a full guide on the weapon core system. All you gotta do is follow that guide. It even shows you how to roll and how the rolls work. In fact, I think that the weapon core roll system is better because sometimes you get a good option and you don't want to let it go. You can at least keep your existing option, but with the weapon substat rolls, you can't. It's a gamble every single time, which is annoying, and I'm not a big fan of that. $69 $305.
New subscriber detected.
And this one took me 28 seconds.
New subscriber detected.
I think I missed one run. Four 0103753. This 96792. And the run was probably around 28 as well. Sorry, I have to get the data correct. Okay, that's enough Defiler runs for today. On average, no, Slayer components has always been on the bossing build, Mr. Flash J. This is why, guys, you need to know the correct video for stuff. If you check the bossing build uses Slayer set. If you are checking the mobbing build, the mobbing build does not use that. Please always use the correct stuff. If you do not use the correct stuff, ladies and gents, what will happen to you is that you will get the incorrect results. Take a look. This is my mobbing build. Mobbing build does not use Slayer set. Guys, always check. You must check accurately. Use the wrong thing on the wrong set and you're gonna be miserable. Use the right thing on the right set and you'll have a good time. Okay? This is the rule. The rule. So always follow the rules. Okay, there you go. Now to understand that, let's go over to Bonnie. 40103, and of course we'll be using, let's use the farming high voltage. This is fine, but we are, whoops, exit without saving. But we're going to use MB collector, of course. Actually, do we need that? We don't, do we? No, I'll stick with the ring farming. It's faster anyway. Put this on. Off we go to Echo Swamp. Four 40103 753. Okay. Let me reduce the size of this spreadsheet because it's too large right now. There, this is a lot better. Okay, Bunny Road. 753. Okie day. Now let's tabulate.
New super chat received.
Thank you, Triune. I appreciate your happy CNY greetings. May you have good health and prosperity in the year to come. Thank you for supporting my content, and I hope you'll keep enjoying it for years to come. Okay, that's about 32 seconds for 66.35. $355. Okay. Goal per minute has been determined. Now we do it again.
I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Hit!
33 seconds, 89986. Six, 5850. So what's the discrepancy? Because sometimes you have to correct for what you actually gain afterward, which is a little bit annoying. Plus 5756. Okay, now the discrepancy is 0. And then we'll do one more run to get a nice little average. And that'll be good. If you have Colossus on your regular roll, that'll go a lot faster, Craig. Hence why the correct rolls are always important. You gotta have them crunchy rolls, you know what I'm saying? Eight, 4, 1, 1, 4, 29 seconds. There's gonna be some extra gold as well, but I'll correct the error after one last run, and then we should be good to go. That way we can determine the average, and yes! Nyum. Okay.
New subscriber detected.
Welcome, Amugas, new subscriber 70813. Okay, good. And now we will address the discrepancy 40441 405 less this plus this. Okay. Add another 20,628. Because this is what the Doggerino picked up in the field a little later. 40441 405. Okay, so the actual average is about 162,000 gold per minute. Let's compare this to the Defiler runs. Defiler runs are averaging, I actually have a better average doing Defiler runs if you want to farm gold, which is kind of insane. Average is 182,000 per minute. Okay, this is very intriguing. Very intriguing. We will test a few more things. So let's go to the Valby Road. Nope. Not yet, Wahoo. It'll take a few weeks. I mean, it's literally been a day, bro. You don't get in my good books that easily. You should not need a nano compound farm because the nano compound farm is the same as the quantum crystal farm. And if you run out of nano compounds, then bruh, what are you doing? Nano compounds, surprisingly enough, get used a lot less than quantum crystals. But if you really are struggling, then Defiler runs fastest way. Excuse me. That's the best bang for your buck, unfortunately. There we go. Let's switch over. All right. Wrong reactor too. These are pretty bad. This is not bad. Like, if I really wanted to use one, this is not bad. But also not ideal. That's okay. Nope. There is no speeding up the process. Just show good behavior in chat. And be a good part of the community. As long as you don't troll, you'll be fine eventually. But there's no such thing as speeding up the process. It doesn't work that way. You can't buy trust. You can't gain trust. Just keep being a good part of the community and don't disturb anybody. Don't make anybody angry. Don't do anything stupid. You'll be fine. And don't make me angry. That's the most important thing. Okay, looks like we're set. Let's go farm for a bit. We're just gonna try out the Valby Road, because it's usually one of the tests anyway. I know it's pretty bad, but we may as well test it. It'll take about 6 minutes. We'll get that test done, and then off we go. Speaking of which, the Valby Road is also pretty slow for quantum crystals, but if you need nano compounds, you can also kind of get it there because you can dismantle a lot of reactors. Why the long neck with the Japanese outfit? I'm not sure. I don't think her neck is anything different. I check. I think that maybe Valby just has a long neck in general, because her neck's proportions, let me change outfits, is no different. Her neck proportions are exactly the same. It's just that she sometimes wears a collar, so Valby naturally has a longer neck. See? Her neck is the same. Regardless of what outfit I wear, her neck's length is not changing. So, I mean, you can call her a giraffe or whatever. It means up to you. I can't stop you. I'm not here to stop you either. I don't want to stop you. Let's turn her into a Winter Fairy. Okay, Winter Fairy Valby, deploy! I think the one with the longest neck in the game is Luna. So you know that those people that be liking Luna, they got them long neck desires.
This one's for you. Transform.
Well, I'm sure a person like you would be very excited for that, Wahoo. Just remember, we have a clean stream policy, so keep your thoughts clean and don't say anything excessive, okay? You said you want to earn my trust, right? Keep things clean.
My shield. Shields are gone.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm just testing gold farms.
My shield.
That's all. Right, Craig? These people want my trust, and the first thing they say is they're excited for jiggle physics. Like, dude, wrong way to build up trust, man. Hey, Saifuden, happy Lunar New Year to you, my friend. Wishing you good health and prosperity in the year ahead. Thank you for always supporting the streams.
So annoying. My shield. Shields are gone.
Nothing is wrong with them. It's just that the people that are always talking about it and going on about it, it doesn't show good character. It just shows that you're another pervert who just wants to see these things in games. That's not helpful. So, do you see how other people behave? Do you see anybody else talking about it? You can be excited for it, but we do have a clean stream policy. First of all, do you know my policies? Have you read all my policies? Have you read all the rules of chat? If you read all the rules of chat, it states we are here to have a clean stream. It's one of my requirements. So you say you want to build up trust, but how much do you know about me? Did you properly learn about my streams? Did you properly learn about who I am as a person? You don't know the policies, then why do you want to build up trust? Why did you not read about the policies? Everything is in my stream description. Do you see the difference between you and several other people? This is the issue. This is the exact issue that folks have. You say you want to earn my trust, but you're not doing anything to earn my trust, man. 170. Craig is right. You really wanna be a part of this community. Learn to hang out and have fun. Don't be talking nonsense as soon as you come in. And if you don't know the channel policies, learn. That's the first thing you should do. Go learn. This is what a lot of people don't do. They don't learn about our channel culture. They don't learn about who we are as people. They just come in and say some shit, and they think you're gonna be accepted everywhere. You're not. Especially if I've already told you your behavior was bad in the past. You want a clean slate, you want to start over, then you got to learn good behavior. Go study the channel policies first. Did you read the full stream description? Make sure you read the full stream description. Know what you can and cannot talk about. You can be hyped for a feature, but what I will say straight up is don't look like a pervert. Because I already don't like your character. So, please, if you want my trust, then act and behave well. Other people aren't behaving like that. You are. So make sure you chill and learn from others. If you cannot learn from others, you will not be welcome here. And one day I'll just stop responding to you and you'll be treated like every other troll. I just won't acknowledge you, won't respond to you, and you'll just be left to leave. Simple. Salim, Defiler skin for females is free and decent. Yeah, it's not bad. I like the Defiler skins. They're pretty awesome. I think that they're a good, you know.
Definitely way better than the last one.
Definitely way better than the last one. All right, Mr. Wahoo, since you have shown an incapability to learn, here's a 24-hour timeout. And you will keep receiving 24-hour timeouts until you learn to behave. End of story. I'm not protesting you or anyone else. I'm following my channel rules. You cannot follow my channel rules, you will not be welcome here. Why you keep insisting on coming here, I don't know. But this is your last warning. You want to earn my trust? You keep saying clean slate? Well, you're not going to have a clean slate. You keep this up. Good? Good. Yep. Homie's probably gonna ask the same question next round. But I'm just gonna keep it simple. If he shows me a $1,000 red super chat next round, I'll forgive him. I might even allow him to talk about jiggle physics. I swear to God, there's always these people that come around my stream. They say they want trust. They want this and that, but yet the first thing they do is they don't know our channel policies, they don't know our culture, they don't care. They just want to come here and just say some shit. It's silly. Hello, Leon. Good morning to you, pal.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want skin loadouts.
Let's play.
Skin loadouts might be
So
pretty
what?
cool, actually.
Cause like I like my skin I've got, but sometimes like I want to be able to swap it up to like a different mix and not have to lose that combination that I like.
Slide.
I don't think you lose the paint job combination though, right? You just
if I want the same outfit but I want to do a different color scheme, I have to swap out all my paints.
that is fair, but also damn fashion loadouts. Nah, that's pretty crazy. We're just doing some light testing.
Here goes. Whoosh.
I put a core in a lot of different weapons, and here's the facts. I think that everybody should put a core in every single weapon. Ultimately, it's necessary. So, I put a core in a lot of different weapons. There's no such thing as best weapon, a core. Core them all. And if you're regularly farming your void metal fragments, which doesn't take long, you should be able to put a core in every single weapon. Like, look, Excava is the latest flavor of the week. Before that, it was all Smithereens, Executor, so it doesn't really matter what weapon you core. And we will be doing the Excava testing later in the week. Some people are talking about coring launchers. Basically, a lot of these creators don't have a lot of stuff to do, unlike me, so they just come up with whatever they can to excite and hype the audience, but a lot of people are kind of sick of their bullshit. I'll test the Excava at a later time and give you an actual rundown on it, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's a waste of time. Right now, I want to focus on launchers and making a good launcher build just to see whether it's viable for mobbing. Because a lot of people have said it is, but I want to see the truth for myself.
Take this.
So I will do the tests one step at a time and adjust accordingly and let you guys know. I mean, you can choose to trust the information out there. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. If you want to trust the information out there, you can. I'm not going to stop you or hold you back from that. But I will say take it with just a little pinch of salt. A little grain of salt, you know? Because what they show you may not be the truth. So be very careful with that. Now, what I can certainly say, though, is that if you haven't already seen my Smithereens video, you might want to watch that, because the Smithereens video is legit and proven. So you can check that out. Doing good, Kahlua. Certainly aren't doing bad. We're just doing some testing for the people, for the public. And okay, there's definitely a discrepancy here. 40760-304. I don't know why it showed me an extra amount, but that is clearly incorrect.
Ooh, I like this.
Because we did not earn that much this round. Okay, there we are. So now this is the actual figure. And adding both of these together will give me 40760-304. Because that's how much actual gold I have in the game, which is fair. So gold per minute here, as expected, is bad. But we already knew this, so now I'm just going to make sure that my spreadsheet reflects that, and that's fine. Okay. So we've tested Valby Road. Now we need to test Kyber Mine. So, Kyber Mine is here. Let's go on real quick. Well, I will eventually put one in everything. But at this moment, I have no need to test that because I don't I don't need Haley for the Infernal Walker yet. Once the Infernal Walker is back and I need Haley again, you might see me retest the cores with all that kind of stuff. But like I said, right now, there's no immediate need for me to do that, so I'm not too worried.
Here goes.
Okay. Now let's do this. All right. I can jump with this now. I keep forgetting that I can now jump. Haha. But
it's
while
beautiful, I
jumping,
know.
it doesn't
Yeah.
spread the water, so that's annoying. I guess it's just for accessibility. Oh, I can double jump with Valby's little weird water jump. Okay, cool. Noted with thanks.
Watch out for the splash. Get sprayed.
Well, we're going to test it all, and then I'll present it on a video.
Ah.
And I'll explain to you guys what is the best gold farm after testing. Mr. Varman, please go and check the video to see what I'm using, because if you're talking about the bossing reactor, you should be checking the bossing reactor video. Make sure you take screenshots of what I use and use exactly that. Why do I want to ask you to check this instead of just giving you the answer? Because you need to know for yourself. Just in case I'm not streaming in future at the time when you want to ask a question, it's better that you know how to check for yourself. Alright? So just check and follow those videos exactly. Take a couple of screenshots, it's totally okay, and then, you know, keep them nearby you if you're looking for reactors. What I will say is that cooldown is very necessary, along with Colossus for an S. At least that's what I do. You're welcome to try Colossus Tech, but I would say you want the same results as me, please follow the video. Of course. I always have a lot of work to do because what I do is I check for the people. Can't teach the people if you don't know what to teach them, right? So I always go and actually check stuff, and then once it's ready, I deliver it to you guys, the results. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. But guys, for anyone that's wondering, please, 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 I'll say it again until I'm blue in the face. Follow the videos exactly, do not deviate from the videos. You want the same results, you follow the videos. Sometimes people try to make do. But making do is bad. You cannot just make do, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is that you're not going to get the same results and you're going to get frustrated. If you follow the exact same thing, you will get the same results and therefore you'll be less frustrated and you will feel less variation, less deviation.
Here goes.
So follow the videos, do what I do, and you'll be okay.
Let's play.
How's it looking so far?
Well, the standard places is still better.
Which one is that?
Bunny Road, all that stuff, but I haven't tested special operations, which I'm pretty sure will be significantly better. But I'll also test some of the 400%, all that stuff, etc., so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a judgment now because there's still so many areas untested. Once they're all tested, I'll be able to give a better judgment.
Shields are gone.
Okay, this is clear.
I think you'll like the new skin paint scheme I've got.
I'll check it out at a later time, no problem. Okay, it is 5 minutes and 5 seconds, okay.
Hello, per crab.
Hello, hello. One 87318. Okay. This place is absolutely terrible, but I always knew that. I still don't know why people like this one location. It's always bad. Back to Albion. I've never understood why people even like that one. Terrible, terrible location. Okay. Let's make sure that there's no discrepancy. Feels almost like accounting. Okay. No discrepancy. Now, we can ignore these fragments and reactors. We'll delete these rows. And delete all the way to void vessel. Okay, now we will test the void vessels, which is fine. Bring me my Ines. Apply. Voltia. And just for giggles, we'll bring along the Restored Relic, just to have some extra. Now, in the meantime, ladies and gents, those of you that haven't liked the stream yet, please make sure to do so. Those of you that haven't registered me as your creator yet, please make sure to do so. All right. Link is in the chat right now. The more of you that like the stream, the more of you that register me as your creator, the more I can do for you. Okay? Please enjoy. Now. Void vessel run. Let's make it happen. Kyber mine was terrible, as expected. Actually, I should probably clean inventory first, so let's clean house. Needed. I have one that's already better, so I don't need any of these. I would have taken some of them if they were actually decent, but none of these are. it depends on what they're gonna do. I think they'll observe over time, and if necessary, they will. But I would like to see certain ultimates being buffed, yes. It would actually be nice. Okay, let's hit the Void Vessel right away. Let me set up the Void Vessel run. Starting gold is going to be from Kyber Mine, so this plus this. Starting gold, gold gained, gold per minute. And unfortunately for this one, we can't just do one run unless the run turns out absolutely abysmal. But we'll try and do a couple runs and we'll see how that goes. Okay, hard mode, let's go. Get the testing done. Like Valby Road and Kyber Mine, we did less runs because the gain is absolutely horrendous. Funnily enough, Defiler is at 182, assuming that you can kill Defiler within a minute. Or rather, in under 30 seconds. Yeah, it's not bad, but we'll see. Time to see the truth with my own two eyeballs.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Let's go fast.
Damn it. This is where it ends. Keep trying.
Oh, I really have gone through my gold. Sheesh.
That's pretty normal. Once you start,
60 million.
yep. Once you start working on reactors and such, you always end up going through it.
Let's end this.
It's the way of life. It's the circle of gold life.
This is going to sting a little. Begin tracking. This is awesome. There's no getting away. This is going to hurt. No. My shield, damn them. Reloading. Oh, damn it. Take this.
But I can't wait to test the special operations because I'm pretty sure they're gonna give the best bang for our buck. Pretty sure anyway. Okay, in.
Let's end this. My shield, damn them.
Damn that laser. How dare it not know who I am? Nyum. I have to admit, I'm actually quite eager to see what the final result will be. Just for fun. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing for Crab. Exactamundo. Because after all, I like to know things. So today, I will determine the answer. So that it can be shared with everyone.
This is going to hurt.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
And of course, the hunter process I get is useless. Alright, let's take a look at the mission results screen. 5 minutes and 20 seconds, so void vessel run. Okay, starting gold. Gold gain is 261,267. The per minute amount is abysmal. Only 48,000 per minute. Not so good, considering the time it took to run that. Okay. Onward to the 400%. Yes, knowledge is indeed power. And we must have the maximum possible knowledge. If we do not, then we will be sad on the inside. And being sad is bad. Hello, Blades. Greetings to you. I greet you all, humans. Don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. I'm seeing a lot of good people here, but don't forget to like. The like button is pretty important. If you haven't hit it yet, hit it. It's one of the best ways you can support your streamer for free. Okay. Gonna shift this over. And we'll hit a 400% run right now. Okay, there's Caligo Ossuary and the Haven. I think Caligo will be faster, but we'll see. Okay, 400% run. Starting gold will be this amount plus this amount. We'll check for any discrepancy later because it'll be easier to do that. Then, once we get the runtime correct, we'll check the gold gains, gold per minute, and we'll see the final result. Starting gold, gold gained, gold per minute. Yes, we must acquire knowledge. Knowledge is the key to everything. Knowledge is always power, ladies and gents. Hide it well. And if anyone knows that reference, you are awesome.
Let's end this.
Also old, Renna. No, never. Never. How could they be old?
This is going to hurt. This is going to sting a little.
Oh, it's in the asylum, is it? Interesting.
This is where it ends. Oh, damn it. Boom. Oh, my shield. Damn them.
Bang.
New subscriber detected.
Garang.
This is where it ends. Damn it. Take this. Begin tracking. Let's end this. Load.
Okay. Now that's done. Let's see the results. 2 minutes 55 seconds. I actually have to skew this time a bit, sorry. Because if I make room for a bit of additional looting, then we might get some very different results. 2-7, but the gold results won't change. 274, 963. The gold gain per minute here is not bad, but nowhere near as good as the best ones, like the Buneron and all that, so fair enough. Void Vessel's bad, but this one's pretty okay. All right. Well, yes, you should always have biggest boombas. Okay. Now that we have that done, so far, based on our results, Defiler is still winning, but we haven't done any of the spec ops, which we are about to do. So, time for us to do spec ops. The line. Okay, let me just make sure that there's no discrepancy. Okay, it's actually super accurate. All right, now this will be the longer test because we have to do 2 runs of this, but we're actually going to go to the special operations block Kaiba mine. We will do that one. And because of the unfortunate need for Voltia, we'll take it on with Voltia. So, let's get it done. Archive of mine. Привет operation. Yes. Unfortunately, there's no summary video for you, Juan. You just have to follow the build videos, patch notes videos, all that. Sanchez, it's very easy to do. Here's the link. I'll just put up the link in chat. You just got to hit the link and that's it. So Nightbot will put up a link. It says register as a supporter. There you go. Use this link to become one of my Nexon supporters. You hit that link, you're good to go, Sanchez. That's all you got to do. But yeah, best way to learn is to see what I'm doing on stream, observe over time, catch up with the videos. But yeah, if you've been on a long break, sorry. There's no easy catch up because there's been a lot of changes. Patch notes videos might help, but in general, observing streams and seeing what we do nowadays might help you as well. And anything else, you can always ask questions and we'll try and direct you to the best possible video to help you out with that. Right now, we're testing gold farms because knowledge is always being updated, so we're doing that right now. Once we finish testing, I will have a video out today talking about the best gold farms. Hopefully that will also help. Okay, come on. Next thing. The most important thing is now you should know the grapple movement trick and that you can double jump after a grapple. So just be aware of these two factors and I think you'll be okay.
This is where it ends.
The rest is just gravy.
Don't you dare.
High-level enemy identified. Designating as top priority target. Please eliminate.
Damn it. No.
Well, welcome, human being. Okay.
This is going to hurt. Bastards.
Yeah, no problem, Sanchez. I appreciate that. As long as you register me, I'm happy. The more support I get, the more I can do for you guys. Plain and simple. Deciding on me is the right choice. Okay, on to the next.
Let's end this. My shield. This is going to hurt.
Okay, got everything we need. On to the next. Gotta go faster. Bang one, bang two, bang-rang.
We've sighted another Vulgus leading the defensive forces. Eliminate this target and stand by for next transmission.
Bastards.
Okay, next.
This is where it ends. You can't escape.
Other side. Fly.
Take this. This is going to hurt.
You know, the only thing I can think of, I didn't mention earlier because I was speedrunning, but I have to say, whenever people call me RAB instead of RAR, and I don't know why they, I mean, I don't mind being called RAB, but all I can think of is freaking Regulus Arcturus Black.
Lol.
I'm a Harry Potter reference now.
This is where it ends. Damn it.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
High level Pulgus closing in.
No.
Nah, it's okay. I don't mind RAB. Actually, some people do say it, but it's quite funny because I just can't stop thinking the Harry Potter reference. So when they call me RAB, I'm like, yes, I'm Regulus Arcturus Black. I accept this title. It's in my head. Yeah, robot's cool too. That's fine. I mean, it's not like Regulus Arcturus Black isn't a cool name. I can accept that level of coolness. Alright, let's go clear ear. Go clear ear first. Go clear A first. I guess I can clear ear first too. Whee! La 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 bang.
Damn it. Those bastards.
I take it you mean Albus? Albus Dumbledore? I remember there was this one guy in Marvel Rivals called Bumblebore and he got banned. Well, he didn't get banned, he got muted for being unsportsmanlike. I remember him, Bumblebore. Suitable name for that fella. Ruining our games. Being a throw. No problem. Oh, listen. Once you have linked me, you hit the link, right, Sanchez, and you've registered me as a creator, that's all you gotta do. After that, just make purchases. The only thing you have to do is that every month and a half or so, you just gotta renew your support by clicking the link in my chat, that's it. That's all it takes to extend your support, and yeah, nothing special. Thank you very much for registering me, I really appreciate it. The more supporters I get, the more I can show people that I'm the right one to follow, and of course, the more it helps as well. So, thank you. Just make purchases as you feel like, and that's it. You don't have to worry about entering my code anywhere. Don't bother with all that. As long as you register me as your creator, that's all you have to do. The Nexon system is very simple. That's why I like it a lot. You don't have to remember a code. You don't have to think about it every time you purchase. Just go ham with your credit card. Once you've registered your creator, that's all that matters. But make sure you renew support every month and a half or so. Easiest way is just renew it roughly every month and you're okay. But if you're a regular, whether you chat in my stream or not, it's okay. If you're just here and you remember to register once every month or so, I'm happy.
Let's end this.
It's free!
That hurts. You can't escape. My shoe.
Oh no, I died. Not that I mind, but still. Oh no. Oh no, dying on wave 8.
We've detected an enemy unit with abnormally strong readings. Identification, commander of the defensive forces.
Yep. You can also do it in the game. Although that one I don't know how. Because for me, right, as a creator, I don't register anyone else, obviously. But as a creator, I've always found it like, I don't know how to like, because I cannot navigate my own in-game. So I always just use the website version, which is easier for me. Because that's how I do all my admin as well. But if you can do it in-game, I'm happy with that. Now, let's go. Time to see how much gold I can make.
This is where it ends.
2 oranges? What? I didn't see no oranges. I don't see such things.
This is going to hurt.
There's no way for you to confirm it, unfortunately. Obviously, they do that to keep transactions anonymous. So, unfortunately, there's no way even for me to confirm it. So, don't worry too much. As long as you click the link and it says you've already registered me as a creator, that's good enough. Don't worry about anything else. So, if you're ever unsure, right, you just hit the Nightbot link again. So, for anyone that doesn't know, this is the link. Just hit it again. If it says you've already registered me as your creator, or it says you've selected me as your creator, whatever, then that's good enough. Don't worry about anything else beyond that.
Let's end this.
Yeah, because there's no need for me to confirm commission or anything like that. Trust. I trust you all. But yeah, Nexon works their own system, so if you wanted me to confirm commissions, we'd have to, it's a very convoluted method. I'd have to know your transaction ID and all that, which I really don't think is information that should be shared on a stream or in a public space, so yeah, don't sweat it too much.
My shield.
Usually as long as the person is registered, that's all that matters, and it's good enough for me. If you're doing the support request for the achievement, then fair enough, but usually you don't need to do support requests. Like I mentioned in my YouTube short, if you want support coins, all you gotta do is infiltration support, which is really easy to get done. Because there's always something going on. There's always some people public matchmaking, even in Asia. But you can't expect to get a lot of people in Asia right now, and that's only because of CNY. Unless you're like me and you don't have a lot of family to visit. Because my family's mostly Buddhist and Hindu. So we let the Chinese side go and do their stuff during the weekdays, and I will see them all on the weekend. So I'm relaxed. So if you're in a similar situation like me, you'll be playing right now. But for those that are like actually busy and going for reunions and stuff like that, yeah, you'll see a population dip. And also, no one in Asia really requests support either, because what's the point? You don't need such things. If you request for support, your ancestors gonna be so disappointed in you.
I may have underestimated them.
Catholic? No, I'm Buddhist, man. Where did you get the idea that I'm Catholic, brother? I'm Asian to the core. But I also consider myself a general spiritualist. Like, I'm familiar with most religions, don't get me wrong. But my specific denomination is Buddhist.
Careful, Descendant. We're picking up a signal for a unit whose power capabilities are off the scale.
But it's not like I'm not familiar with Norse religion or any of the other kind of stuff.
This is going to sting. Damn it.
Okay, 13 minutes and 54 seconds. So... Okay, and then the gold gained is 2162, 613, 2162, 613. And now let's work out the discrepancy. 43656 677. Me having an accent would not mean I'm Catholic, brother. You expect me to talk like this, ah? Then you want me to do my stream like this? 100% Singaporean. Then the only way I'm 100% Singaporean, then I'm not Catholic, is it? Hey, I tell you, some of these Singaporean people, they talk like this and then they still 100% Christian, okay? Don't be like that. Don't judge based on accent. Never read the book by the cover, okay? You must read the book and understand the book. This is the true Singaporean way. Okay, let me just double check if there's any discrepancy amount. This is such an accounting thing, but I'm literally, after all these years, checking for discrepancies. Okay, there's a discrepancy of, I think, 10K. So I'm just going to be very cautious here. Yep, so we actually need to add 10,000. So 1 second. Plus 10,212. And that'll give me the actual result. Okay, no discrepancies. Grand. That is such an accounting thing. Thank you, Sanchez. I appreciate that. It's very good of you, my friend. Thank you. We sincerely appreciate it. Now, funnily enough, guys, I have to say, the gold gain in Block Kyber Mine is in gold per minute. Not that great. Actually, not that great. Which is surprising me. Now let me go over to Fretua. Oh wait, I have to do it one more time. Sorry. Because I need to get a proper average. Completely forgot. Which is not good. You cannot forget. No. Now we're about to do it again. But just for anyone that's wondering, the reason I use this as my default accent is because it's a lot easier for people to understand me. So, since I run an international stream, it's better if everybody across the board can actually understand me. That being said, you'll actually hear my natural accent slip with some words, things like that, or if I'm talking fast, you'll actually hear my more natural accent slip through the cracks. It's pretty normal.
This is going to sting a little.
And I don't think they'll leave chat confused, but you know. The audience would still understand us, but just those who do not speak English as a native language might say, what the hell are these guys saying?
This is going to hurt.
In general, yes. Although, as somebody that, you know, has Malaysian friends, I don't find a lot of difference between the Singaporean accent and the Malaysian accent. To me, at least, I find them quite similar. I mean, Singaporeans have told me, "Oh, I can tell that this person's Malaysian." I'm like, I can't tell the difference. Is it because I'm an international potato eater? Is that why? But Singapore, like, to me at least, the Singaporean accent and the Malaysian accent sound relatively similar. Like, they all seem the same to me. To me, at least.
Forces. Eliminate this target and stand by for next transmission.
Damn it, no.
But who am I to disagree? Because sweet dreams are made of this. I don't know why that meme always makes me laugh. The guy reads the book, he's like, sweet dreams are made of, and then the book says this. Then he says, who am I to disagree in the last panel? I don't know why that meme always comes to mind. It's not even a funny meme. It makes me laugh.
My shield, come there. This is where it ends. This is going to sting. Ha! Take this. Begin track.
Dare that one elite still be wandering around? I don't know what the difference is, Renna. If I knew, I'd tell you.
Let's end this. My shield, come there.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Damn it.
It would be cool if they added voices for the enemies, but sometimes, right? I think in some of the other video games, they feel like the enemies talk too much as well, so I think it's what? Oh yeah, Path of Exile 2 has a lot of like voiced bosses, and some people are like, this is so annoying because the bosses talk so much during their attacks. So it really depends on how you think of it. On a personal level, I would say suggest it to the devs. It would be nice if the bosses talked a little bit during their attacks and skills. I mean, most of them die in seconds, so they don't even get to say anything. But it would be nice if they talked a little bit. I'd be okay with that. Because here, they die in like 30 seconds. Or if the Colossus could, like, a great idea is if the Colossus could just, like, speak vulgus language or whatever, or they could say something, and as we go through the erosions and the void vessels, we slowly start to understand Colossus language. Like, that would actually be pretty cool, and it can be translated. Like, a Lies of P-like system, I think, would be really, really awesome, because we already know from the void vessel that the Colossi are most likely people that have been transformed and changed by the void, right? So if that is the case, then it would be nice to actually like hear what they're saying, like initial, and it could have like a super sad story behind it. So at first, like new players, they don't understand what the Colossus is saying, but as they collect Colossus wavelengths and decode the Colossus language, like you could hear some seriously sad statements. For all we know, it could be Eugen's medical corps members trying to talk to him. Then we can bring the information back to Eugen and make him triple sad.
Begin tracking.
Then we get to hear Eugen cry 3 times more. Oh yeah.
Trying.
Suffer. So listen, I want you guys to all suggest this, okay? Ask the developers to go play Lies of P for a little bit, and then ask them to learn from the Puppet wavelength decoder, or even do a Lies of P collab just so we can understand Colossi. I want to know what Dead Bride's saying all the time, and make her say some really emotionally sad stuff, like some of the most traumatic stuff. Make her, in fact, Dead Bride should be Ajax's long lost wife, or whatever. So Ajax will be extra sad as well. Good morning, Tigra.
We've detected an enemy unit with abnormally strong readings.
Yes.
Identification.
Eugen must
Commander
suffer.
of the defensive forces.
Only when Eugen suffers can we all be truly satisfied. I think them having a couple of voice lines would be cool, Sanchez, but it should be relevant. So it'd be really nice if it was done up like I said, kind of like Lies of P, where they actually say a few things. This is all. Sorry, Tigra. This is old information. This has been in the game since the launch of the game. They're working on it, but I think it might take some serious overhaul of the code.
New subscriber detected.
But yes. FPS does affect damage to a certain extent.
Let's end it.
See you later, hero. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. That said, I'll be here tonight, because since Truffles can't rank, I'm like, okay, I don't want to go too far ahead of the boys before Friday. So, I will do some more TFD tonight, because why not? Do more stuff for you guys. Mess around with more stuff. I'm okay with that. Eugen, nope. In this game, I prefer combat over support, so I'm very sorry. Eugen, Luna, all these kind of characters, I don't make builds for them. No interest. Maybe someday, if I feel like it, but for the most part, I just want to focus on combat. Maybe if I'm bored one day and I've got nothing to do, I'll make a combat Eugen build, but other than that, I'm so sorry, my friend. These characters hold zero interest for me. And I have to be real. Huh?
Take this.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
There's
Tigra.
no getting away.
Oh, FPS. I can set a limit of 120 and I don't know if I'll lose any DPS. But realistically speaking, more frames better. or so is the program. So I would just set unlimited. If you really can handle it and you want the best frames that you can get, just set it to unlimited. I've set mine to unlimited right now, but I don't use any frame gen technology because sometimes some games can pick this up as like cheats and stuff like that, even though it's not. So you might want to be careful with that. For me here, I just set the game itself to unlimited and my hardware takes care of the rest. As for, like, if you want to limit the FPS in the game, you can as well. Most games I limit to 120 for best performance, but this game is fairly optimized right now, so I've set it to unlimited. However, you will still see a lot of stutters that will occur due to, well, the shenanigans that you see on screen, so I would say don't worry too much about it. I just set it as unlimited because, like I said, for most of the content, unlimited is fine. And then I just let it do its thing. Yeah. Most shooter games are like this, and I don't know why it's been such an issue recently. It shouldn't have been, but it really is these days. So because of that, I just set the FPS to unlimited and off I go. That would be cool, wouldn't it, Sanchez? I wouldn't mind that. If there should be a community boss, I will be the boss.
We're picking up a signal for a unit.
And I'll make sure I am the hardest boss to beat, because I'll have a billion mechanics that you need to take into account. Unless they put me as the actual person in the game. Not only is that going to be a scary ass Colossus, because it'll be ugly as frick, but it would also be like, you know, a hard fight, because you'd be like, what the hell is this random Asian guy Colossus? And I'll say, I give you the hand, and then boom, your character's instantly killed. So yep, look forward to the suffering. Okay, 13 minutes 26 seconds equals 13 plus 26 divided by 60, and the goal gain amount is 1609385. Okay. Starting gold amount is this plus this. Gold per minute formula. Yeah, the gold per minute's not actually grading block kyber mining. I know, Victor. I know my builds are the best. But unfortunately, there are certain characters that I have no interest in doing right now, because I do everything F2P style, which means that I have to save up the catalysts, then invest, then do the testing. And right now, there's a lot more combat characters that deserve better testing. So I do have to apologize for that. As long as you're not playing on a wooden block, you'll be fine. Lol. I don't know. For me, I keep it simple. For any shooter game or games where there's shooting, you gotta set this frame rate to unlimited power. Same thing I do in Carvel's Rivals. In Jarvis Rivals. Okay, yeah. 4 or 5. Let me just make sure that there's no discrepancies. It's about a 10k discrepancy, that's fine. Probably the last few collections that came in after the end. So let's add another 10,000 there. That should be closer. It won't be the fully perfect amount, but it's close enough. Now, let's do a defense mission. Why? Because that is what we should do. Defense. Starting gold amount is 4527745. Okie dokie day. Now, let's go get Frinanana. Then while the fray of the Nas exist, we'll have all this. Oh wait, I can't bring the second gun. Boltier it is. Just because if I'm gonna go solo, I don't want to have to deal with those damn shields. Does she have a beam rifle mounting? Why does she not have a beam rifle mounting? This kills the man. Whatever. Let's go. At least she had a good run. Either way, she's still useful for a lot of new characters until you get an S, because getting an S maxed out is pretty hard. Hello, Jinx. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Rafi, good to see you. Happy Lunar New Year to you. I wish you and your family good health and prosperity, yeah? May you make lots of money, Rafi, so you can donate constantly to me. Counting on you. Now, this is the defense mechanic. I can't remember. Contagion, good. I'm always doing alright. Literally can't complain. I am never one to do badly.
Yeah.
I actually don't know the spawn spots on this map. Okay, there's one. There's another. It's third. Ah, I see. Okay, so the defense mission cannot be handled alone. Noted. I'll have to redo it proper. Order of Truth is resistant to poison, but at the same time, Freyna's useful. At least here, it's somewhat better. So I'll do the same thing. Okay. My starting gold amount will vary. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Right. Okay, let's do that again. I'll leave it to the devs. They will adjust things if there's a need to adjust things. Making her relevant again. To be honest, she's relevant for some content. But at the end of the day, to make her relevant, you'd have to make her a better farmer than Ines. But I don't see a need or a reason to do this, because I feel that sometimes you gotta have a new queen taking the throne. You gotta have a new king taking the throne. What they should be focusing on is not making Bunny and Freyna more relevant. What they need to focus on is very simple. They need to focus on the male descendants and make them more viable. Because they've fallen off super hard. So. Bunny switched the food delivery business. Why you want Bunny to be so down and out? I swear, man. I swear. Poor Buns. She's like now suffering alone. Ajax doesn't exist. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Ajax is not even a descendant. He's just an old man. They call him the Pokemon Professor.
Here I come. Charge.
Melt away.
Okay, good. All there is covered. By the way, Order of Truth is resistant to poison, yeah? But they're still gonna die. The appropriate build matters a lot. You got the right build, everything's fine. You don't have the right build, everything is not fine. It is unfine. Some even say undying. Okay, that should work. Oh, that guy was still alive. I was wondering what was going on. Makes a lot more sense. Die Priest of Nars. Deslin's cousin, lol. Honest to God, this shouldn't be the case. Like, I would like, I genuinely don't care about which gender the character is, but I would like to see some male descendants at least have some level of viability. To me, that's important. If they can do that, I'm satisfied. Because why should they live a life in obscurity?
Watch your feet.
This side is protected by a thunder snare, but still.
Don't you dare run away.
Yes, good job, guys. Killed Gribblies. Yas. Hello, Lawbreaker. Keelan and Kyle. Put some respect on them for what? Kyle is a far worse bosser than any of the other females. Like, sure, he's fun, but from an objective, like purely objective standpoint, his bossing skills are weaker than any other female descendant. And Keelan, he used to be a fast farmer, but Ines is faster than him, so... And even then, Bunny was also faster than him. But Keelan was just a lot more fun. The difference between Keelan and Bunny was roughly 20-30 seconds, in which case it was acceptable. But Ines is like minutes faster than even Bunny, so... Like, being a whole minute faster shaves off a lot of kill time. Which means you've got more time to do stuff that you actually want to do in the game. Like farming Void Erosion Purge for years and years and years and years and years. So yeah, it's a little hard to justify the males right now.
This is brave.
Well, yes, Supreme King Dragon. This is still one of the best places to get XP, as I've already told everybody. It depends on the build, Hercules. All you gotta do is follow the build. If I use it in the build, you use it as well. If I don't use it in the build, don't use it. Because it all depends. You need to know how skill range works for your character, and more importantly, you need to know whether it suits your build. It's not always the best choice. So, it's really, really dependent. If you don't know how skill range works in the game, you might want to check out my video on that. It fully explains how skill range works and all that kind of stuff. So you don't always necessarily need maximized range, because the tooltip in the game is bugged. So do be aware of that as well. That is incorrect, Sanchez, because even if we're looking purely at stats, what about Haley? Haley's literally still one of the best bosses in the game. Heck, Glade with a shotgun is also one of the best bosses in the game. It's not just Ines, Freyna, and Bunny. I mean, that's talking purely from a farming perspective. You gotta be very careful with the statements you make. Because don't forget, this channel is one that people rely on for a lot of information. And some people, I know it's silly, but they will literally just take something that's said in chat and run with it. Even though it's the worst way to probably get information, rather than hearing the streamer talk about it. So be very careful with the statements you make. If we're talking purely farming, then fair enough. But, you know, gotta be more clear about the statements you make. Of course my builds work. My builds are tested thoroughly. It's literally impossible for my builds not to work. So yeah, Hercules, just follow the builds. Whatever build I do, you just have to copy that. And then you'll be good. If you don't copy that, well, you can probably still get stuff done, but you'll be a lot less efficient. The choice at the end of the day is yours, though. I can't force you.
No getting away.
And FYI, even if we're talking bossing, Haley is still faster than Ines. She can shave off 1 or 2 seconds kill time thanks to her freaking big ass sniper, so that is a thing. So until a new bossing queen comes along, I don't think Haley will ever stop being relevant. She is still the queen of
Sorry,
queens.
Descendant. No time to catch your breath. We have more
Heh,
enemies
look at this
coming
guy.
at us.
I wouldn't say farming is 90% of your gameplay. It really genuinely depends. Especially now with Defiler runs. Yeah, it's more than that. Like, bossing, I would say, is roughly 50%. Because in order to get some of the best farming sets, you have to actually kill Colossi. Aha! So then, there's a whole bunch of stuff around that, too. I'd go as far as to say that farming is at most 75. Especially right now, because Defiler runs like make up 1/3 of my stream. So for me, the ratio is more like, yeah, 1/3 is correct. So it's about 1/3 is Defiler runs. So that's already bossing. And then the rest is farming. Well, the new boss is something you take on mostly solo. Well, the counterpoint I can make to that, Sanchez, is that if the player is still like mastery rank 13, of course they're still farming, and farming is 100% of their gameplay, but they're not going to be worrying about Ines, Bunny, and Freyna. The only thing they'll have is Bunny, and even then it'll be Ultimate Bunny, assuming that they're following the correct strategy. If they're following the wrong strategy, then even I can't help them with that. So their gameplay is literally 100% farming, and in which case Bunny is realistically is the only viable thing they have.
Oh, that was painful, but I completed it.
Completed what exactly?
A special mission with Eugen.
With the Eugen. Okay. Wow, the Special Operation Defense Mission's gold return rate is pretty terrible. Yeah, but the thing that I would say is that Tigra, the reason I'm separating the definition between farming and bossing is because it affects builds. So when people say farming in this game, they don't mean farming an item. Of course, everything in the game is farming. But when we're talking about farming, you have to be very clear on these things, again, because players rely on this information. And that's why some people think, wait, aren't I farming a boss? Shouldn't I have a farming build? No, 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 wrong. Farming, or as I prefer to say, mobbing. Mobbing is referring to all activities that are not Colossus based. Bossing refers strictly to Colossus. So the builds for these two activities always differ. And that's why sometimes you'll have two presets for one character. Example, Ines's Farming Queen build is completely different because we don't use the Slayer set. Obviously, we are stacking certain other stats. And the Reactor itself is also different, therefore leading you to a very different experience than if you were to use like the bossing set. The bossing set sacrifices hit points to go pure offensive. So you have to be very clear on the terminology here, because once people get used to the terminology, they also may be misled on build videos. For example, I've had people come up to me and say, oh man, I used your farming build, but I can't kill the boss. I'm trying to farm a reactor here. Isn't that the best build for farming? I'm like, homie, there's a difference. What you're looking for is a bossing build because you're taking on a Colossus. You want to kill the Colossus in the fastest possible time. That's bossing. You want to actually farm like 400% and stuff. That's farming, you know? But anyway, wow, Special Operations Defense is a disappointment that I never knew. Guys, the best gold farm, hilariously, is Defiler runs. Legit, because of how quickly they get accomplished. But this is only if we only assume the kill time. We might actually have to skew that a little bit. So if I were to take these, but theoretically that's only if we look at kill time. If we were to add loading times, Defiler runs with loading time. Let me just now add 50 seconds across the board. I just better do this right now, because if I don't do this, it's gonna be pretty bad. Okay, what happens if we skew the timings? Then, yeah, okay, that's not as good anymore. Bunny Road and the block kyber mining are literally the best bang for your buck. Huh, interesting. So Bunny Road is still one of the best gold farms, and of course the block kyber mining is also a great gold farm, but this one will have more variation because it depends on whether or not you get good drops. Interesting. Let me see the average. Plus this, then divided by 2. Theoretically, if you want the best rate of gold per minute, Bunny Road gives you the best. Defiler runs, if we include like the loading time, it's not as good. That said, block kyber mining is comparable to bunny runs. So if you're looking for levels plus, you know, gold, then I would say block kyber mining is where you want to go. And that is what I would do. So ladies and gents, I will have a video up today about the best gold farm locations. And yeah, that'll all be covered. Okay. Okie dokie day. We have an answer. We have an answer now, and everybody should understand. I should probably test Void Erosion Purge. I haven't thought about that. I should test that.
New subscriber detected.
Where's the new emote? Where's the new Lunar New Year emote? By the way, has anyone gotten the new Lunar New Year emote? I don't think so, right? But if anyone in chat has it or knows how to get it, please tell me, because I have not gotten it yet and I'm very upset. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it being teased. I must have it. I must have these emotes. I need them or else I will die. If I don't have it, I will die. And I don't think you want me to die yet. It cannot be Thursday. No, it must be now. I need it now. Now. Not having it now is a death sentence. Excuse me. Kyber Farm is Enzo opening vaults. Just check my Kyber Farm video. That one has never changed. 2 ways. Dismantle modules, open vaults. That's it. There is no special methodology. It's just literally that.
Modules will make you stronger.
Because modules will make you stronger. Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to not select these. I'm going to do, because I just want that one last module for my silly rocket launcher. I'm going to do some shenanigans. Give me a second. I thought about this earlier. View duplicate modules. Haha, select all. Okay, because some of these will definitely turn into purples, right? Well, not enough, obviously, but that's fine. Okay. Select all. Come on, give me the ammo optimization. Show me. Okay, still don't think I got it, but that's okay. One more time. Sometimes you just gotta gamble. One more time. One more. And I still don't have ammo optimization. So you know where we're gonna go now? We're gonna go to the land of sadness and sorrow. We're gonna go off to Molten Fortress. Let's go. Let's go. The time has come and so have I.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope.
New Year's Luck
Don't
Shop.
you think?
Okay, what's in the New Year's Luck Shop? Absolutely nothing that I want. Should I buy up copious amounts of gold? The answer is yes. Let's do it. Spend 20 tokens on gold. Calm down, Sanchez. Clean stream policy, okay? Here, have Zen in your mind. Don't be the gooner. And if you're down bad, don't worry. Did you know that you can actually get AI girlfriends these days? There are so many apps that'll let you do that, okay? If you're down bad, just get yourself a nice AI girlfriend. You won't regret it. Okay. I refuse to do the 400% mission. No.
Have you completed
I'm gonna go in right now. Go beat up Molten Fortress. Actually, wait. Let me adjust a few things first. Chill. Where's the chill? Give me the chill. Chill. Where's my chill? There it is. Okay, let's go. Now let's go beat up Molten Fortress. Let's go! Private! If you have a wife and kid, then you better set a good example. Don't think about the Gooner skins. Just say, I'm excited for the new skins. Okay, be zen. Clean stream policy. Be zen. Zen and only zen. Do you have to re-roll your weapons when fighting the bosses? No. If you have to re-roll your weapons when fighting bosses, that is absolutely the worst build possible. No, just follow what I tell you in the build videos. If I say have these rolls on your weapon, then use those rolls. If I tell you that the weapon doesn't matter, the weapon doesn't matter. Okay, do not do things that you shouldn't do. Don't know who would ever tell you to re-roll your weapons for the boss fight, but if any build ever told you you gotta re-roll your weapons for every boss fight, that is literally gonna be history's worst build. I actually think it might be easier to get in the infiltrations than here, but you know what? Since it says it drops here, why not? I'll keep trying. You never know, right? And that's why I'm giving you the answer. Never ever think about things like that. Anything that would make you do something like that is a massive waste of resources. And you should know we never waste resources, do we? Okay, let's go again. I just wonder how much gold I get from these guys. I should check. Just for the sake of knowledge.
Do you have a smithereens build up?
Yeah, it's on my channel, buddy.
I couldn't remember.
You dare not know? You dare? Let me do a quick extrapolation. Very interested to know now. Okay, this run took 11 seconds. If we were to include loading time, it would be 11 plus 50, 16. Okay, and the gold we gained was 46,044. Gold per minute rate is terrible. Oh. Whoops, that I put 11 minutes instead of 11 seconds. Okay, this looks more reasonable, but still not that great. Okay, again. But I will tell you, this is why we always got to test and check clearly. Sometimes you never know what will go right or what will go wrong. You should not do that either, Sanchez, because that is incorrect. What you need to do is you need to follow the exact rolls on the weapon, because the option rolls for some weapons vary, and you may not always want to have elemental rolls and things like that. It may not necessarily be the best choice. Because elemental rolls will skew your damage. You'll be more effective against some targets, less effective against some targets, so I would highly recommend follow the build videos. Because some weapons can take advantage of stuff, some weapons cannot. So just be careful with that. And the weapon core builds have not been re-released yet. So just be careful with what you're rolling. Because otherwise later on when I release the weapon core builds, you're going to get very different results from me. Maybe it'll be the same, maybe it'll be different, but hopefully it won't be too different. But yeah, just be cautious if you're just rolling right now, especially if you want best results, because yeah, the weapon core builds have not been released yet for most stuff. You are very wrong, Victor. The weapons are not just stat sticks. For some builds they are, but I would say you have to be quite cautious about that kind of thing, because some builds actually rely on you shooting the weapon as well. For example, Ines can shoot and cast at the same time. So because she can do that, her build is not reliant on the weapon just being a stat stick, and you will get actually worse results if you just treat it like a stat stick, so you actually have to build it up. So be very careful with just assuming that, except for gun-based characters, the weapon's just a stat stick. Not always the case. Not always the case. Again, you have to look at the technique and the build that is being displayed. If I say in the build that the gun matters, then it matters. If I say in the build the gun doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. That being said, right now every gun matters, because don't forget, you can inflict, after shooting 10 rounds into a enemy, you can inflict a particular debuff. Y'all remember this, right, from your inversion reinforcer? The enhanced focus rounds debuff, bypass immunity, is very important, because by lowering immunity, even skill-based characters do more. So be aware of this. This is all important stuff. You'll want to be quite cautious, because if you don't do that, then your damage output overall at the end of the day might end up being lower. So do be a little careful. I can understand why some people might think of weapons only as stat sticks, and again, not saying you're wrong, but you gotta be more careful these days. Like I said, check the builds rigorously. Also, check on stream and see what I'm doing. Because, like, for example, here I'm just shooting, obviously. There's no skill involved. But for some bosses, I might shoot and use skills, etc., so on and so forth. My advice is try to be more open-minded in your thinking. Try to be more flexible. Try, with games like this, right? Especially when it's an evolving game, where they're coming up with new stuff all the time, you don't want to have a singular mindset, okay? Unlike the module, do not focus on singular. You gotta focus on fusion. Be open-minded. You gotta focus on tech as well, okay? You gotta have more than that. You can't just focus on singular. And sometimes people think outside the box, like yesterday, and I'm so excited for whenever he decides to email me. This dude came up with this build with Ultimate Sharon because he realized that if you use something like the Smithereens, which continuously fires, right? You can actually create some hilarious situations, because Ultimate Sharon can stay in ambush state forever, therefore buffing every single one of your attacks to like double the fire rate, which is insane. So, you know, stuff like that can happen as well. And sometimes you just got to think out of the box to discover something new. Once he sends me the build, I will happily give him full credit for this build. And I would love to share it with you, you know, because I think it'd be pretty sick to see how badly you can own bosses by busting with Sharon. With a full-on ambush Sharon gun build, which might genuinely be hilarious. Hell, I might even do it for like things like a sniper or something, you know, like blast a boss from a distance. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? No problem, Victor. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you guys proper, true advice.
Feel my power.
Like, for example, you must all invest thousands of dollars in me. This is totally good financial advice. Why? Because I said so. You know? You gotta trust me. Trust is good. Don't actually do this. This is what we call a joke. I'm required by law to actually tell you if it's a joke, so. Die! I love that we can now just one phase Molten Fortress. It's so good. Okay, after all these runs, did I get it? I finally have ammo optimization. Haha! Now no one can stop me. I am the supreme. I am the supreme grind master. Grinder of the century or something. Whatever. I'm the grind master, lord of the grind. Poseidon himself will quiver before me. Now then. Oops. Remove my camera instead of the game. 1 second. Gotta do some secret building in the background. Because I'm a badass like that. Secret building. Okay. Oh, it's like that. Okay. So that's why they do that. That way that other stuff doesn't matter either, does it? Because it's not guaranteed. So, considering all that shenanigans and the extra base that we have anyway, we can add in more multipliers. Totally fine. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, headstrong. Trying to think. I guess. Oh yeah, because Glade doesn't really matter. If you're running a gun build, right, the only thing that matters is the substats on the Reactor. You can actually check that in my Glade build. I explained the same thing for my gun Glade. Because the only thing that matters is the substats. Substato. Besto substato. If you have the besto substato, you will feel good. Yep.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
If all modules were the same, I would be out of a job. Sure you would be. Sure you would be. Okay, this is now clear. Now the build will come back soon. The screen will come back soon, so bear with me. I need to just very, very quickly get rid of all the shenanigans. Get rid of all the shenanigans. La 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 la. Is there anything else of use here?
Welcome to the modules lab.
Okay, then almost done. Now, forgive me. I promise you I'll finish soon. There you are. This is also good. Now I will need you, which goes here. this, 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 this. Then the only thing I can think of would be I have one last theoretically free slot. So what would be the last one that we need? If at all we need it. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Certainly don't need any of that crap. I guess the last slot then becomes a flex variable slot, which is totally fine with me. Okay, that works. Now, let's have some fun. For the lulz, okay? Just for the lulz. Yep. Only the rolls matter. Only the crunchy rolls matter. Lol, I finally found a volcanic processor that has toxin roll. If only Lepic was actually decent. Okay, let's go do illegal things now. What will happen? Let's do a nice little what if operation. Oh yeah, I need to go do research. Ah, I keep forgetting about that. Darn it. Yep, let's go test some booms and see what happens. Mostly because I think it'll be funny.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
I want them to call me One Skill Man. One skill! And I have given this so-called the best possible rolls. Don't think I can give it any more than that. So why not? Now, research will be complete when I'm out. The only thing left is Void Vessel Mission, which we're obviously not doing right now. And then we'll go here. What are the... It's Chapel and Unknown Laboratory. Let's go to Unknown for fun. I don't know. I'll test and let you know. I can only give a judgment when the testing is complete. So stay tuned to stream. All right, and see what I do.
All my senses come alive.
This would be something that's more utilized with Glay. Sorry, with Enzo than with Glay, because Glay has movement speed reduction whenever her silly skill is active. That's the only big downside I'm having right now. Like, it's so freaking slow trying to move around this area. This is funny, but slow. Although it is kind of hilarious that you will literally never be able to see anything on your screen. Heh.
Oh gosh, I know. I was using it earlier, and I was just like, okay, I can't even see the boss I'm fighting right now.
Yeah, it is very funny though. It amuses me so greatly.
I smell death.
If nothing else, right, this is very amusing.
Well, it's the freaking Radius. It's wild.
Yep.
Love it though.
Yep.
I love and hate it.
You can learn to lag your whole screen. Oops.
100%.
There's someone back there. Oh. Don't worry, random dudes in a corner. I'll get you. No. I wouldn't say it's better than the Oregon, that's for sure, because irrespective, you're going to be very slow. But I would kind of use this with Enzo. Like, if you really wanted to mob as Enzo, it would be a lot funnier. Because Enzo does not get the slowdown, so he could kind of just, like, restore ammo and just, like, go. Like, that would be okay. Because, regardless, it is one-shotting, so... Oh, whoops. Didn't have the correct status. You can even, you know, use corpse explosion, although really not necessary, but it is funny. If you want to do this with a proper reactor, you can, and utilize corpse explosion. Whole screen is just like this yellow pepper powder. I swear to God. Give you advice right now, Sanchez. You never want to proc elementals because they are completely unimportant. So you don't ever roll for that, and yeah. I mean, technically you could, but there's way better rolls you can utilize. Rolling for elemental procs, or rather attribute procs, is a waste of time. Because you're actually gimping the amount of damage you could potentially be doing. In mobbing situations, at least. No. Yeah, this would be too slow to be efficient compared to, of course, somebody like Ines, but like from the hilarity perspective, this is freaking hilarious. I'm not using Massive Sanctification. Not using Blood and Iron either. Technically, you don't need one at all. What I'm using right now is Boomba. Honestly, just messing around. I do not need to see my enemies. My enemies just stop existing when I'm around. Hey, Alzaroke. Do you want to burn? And when the smoke clears, life is good. Theoretically, you could use this for defense missions, though. I think you could use this for defense missions and it would be absolutely hilarious. Just go blast everything. In fact, I should go try this. This Boomba style is gonna be so freaking funny. Oh, this is terrible. You'll have to wait till the build is out, Sanchez. I won't tell you in advance, okay? Because I need to test it thoroughly. Like, what I'm doing right now is just hilarious fun, but I will actually go through a process of testing live on stream. I cannot reveal anything early because, number one, people steal content. Number two, people will just try and take credit for your stuff. I cannot do that. So please forgive me, but nothing will be revealed until the build video is out. Wait patiently till the testing is done. Build video out. You'll get all the information. But I never reveal anything early for good reason. Because already, and Crab and Rena have already caught a few people doing this. Some people will just like take what I say on stream, they'll quickly apply it on their video, and then they'll say they came up with it. And they'll try and accelerate faster than I do. That's why I don't ever reveal anything that I do. No information is given early. I just take my time. When I'm ready to reveal it, then I reveal it, you know? That's my style. But I will also say that that was, I mean, sure, Ines is going to do it in 3 minutes, but that actually wasn't as slow of a run as people might have thought. Because you're literally wiping out enemies like nigh instantaneously. Which again is very, very funny. So I guess if somebody diehard wanted to mob with Glade, they could roll something like this. But now it is time for the next thing. Organ launcher is not what I'll include because I don't believe in vestigial organ. If you want to work on that, you might have to find somebody else that works on that, but I will say this very straight. Vestigial is not going to be useful for mobbing. The reason why Restored Relic is used is because the Restored Relic is one of the biggest radii of the explosion, right? You chuck in the radius increasing mods, it basically boombas everything. Sure, vestigial can fire faster, but again, I don't see a reason to invest in a purple when you can invest in a gold. So vestigial was useful, but again, launcher glay is not really a Colossus killer. You may as well use shotgun glay for that. So I do not intend at this current moment to invest in the vestigial organ. I don't believe it will be a worthwhile investment, and I want to say that straight. Even with all the boombas, I don't believe it will be a worthwhile investment, at least for me. I am very much preferring to use the Restored Relic. Speaking of that, actually wait, before I go and do anything else, I just thought of it. I need to do the same thing, but now different. Come on, shift it over, shift it over. Oh, I have to do it from this screen, okay. All right. Switch over again. This is fine. Chill focus, but only because this will be funny. Let me go into Void Erosion Purge and see what happens. Rank 19. You can check all the base stats of the weapon. Don't, like I said, don't be one track. I will build what I need to build, and if somebody can prove after I've built something that they can build it better, I will happily give them credit, you know. But always be patient for the builds. They do release, and after I've proven that they work, I will release them and, you know, showcase stuff to people. Because I like doing that. But only after testing. No testing, no release. Just like that Bob Marley song, okay? No woman, no cry. No testing, no cry. Alright, let's go. I can't see the rooms or the enemies, but I know that everything will die. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying this way too much because it's funny. Who needs sight? I don't need to see anything. All I know is that it will explode and die. No explosion, no cry. No explosion, no cry. All I know is that in this general direction there are enemies. Therefore, I shoot in this general direction. Oh, there was one guy left. Alright, goodbye, good sir. Aha! Out of my way. I do kind of feel like I'm Rocket Raccoon. This is real firepower! But it's very slow. It is slower than a Ness, obviously. She is still the farming champ, but you can kind of be lazy with this. Is everything dead? You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm the Terminator. I'm the T-1000. I'm a new model, a better model. And what I do is I blast everything. Well, first and foremost, you should learn to turn everybody else's effects off. If somebody was doing this in a public Defiler run, then they are literally trying to troll you, buddy. You know how to turn everybody else's stuff off, right, Victor? If you don't, you might want to learn that. It's not so good against the boss, though. Against the boss, this is not fair as well. But I'm still accomplishing it. Yeah, it took me about 5 minutes, but you can actually blast your way through Void Erosion as well, which is absolutely hilarious. That's because the Restored Relic has its own elemental stat. So the enemy has some resistance here, but I find that the damage is perfectly fine. Vestigial is higher explosive attack, but yeah, this one is mostly stacking elemental. So that's what the weapon core does for this one as well. Yeah, you can always turn off people's visual effects. Go to display, show explosion effect only for yourself. See? Once you select only for yourself, you'll be fine. Theoretically, you cannot exclude elemental stuff because elements are like pretty much relevant for everything. But yeah, there you go. Vestigial might look better, but you cannot really exclude elements. Because some weapons nowadays, right, a lot of their damage is actually shoved into the elemental side.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Okay, rest well, buddy.
I will catch y'all later.
Yep. Also, the other thing about the unique ability of this is that you're getting a lot of bonus damage due to the trigger rate of Ancient Fire. So if it does trigger Ancient Fire, they take quite a few bits of extra damage, up to 120% extra damage, which does obviously change things. So if you're looking at direct damage, then fair enough. You might see a little bit higher on the Vestigial, including the fire rate as well. It does work better. But if we're talking pure elements, you can do better with other stuff. This looks good, but I don't know what I'll be using it for. I'll get rid of that for now. Depends on where you use it, Baya. Because in certain game modes, obviously, Void Erosion, enemies have higher defense, stuff like that.
If there's
I have no
something
doubt
you
that
need,
you will see good results in the more normal fights, but it depends on where you're going. That's why I don't actually look at the damage being dealt. Looking at the damage is completely irrelevant. The only thing that I worry about is clear time. If the clear time is good, that's good enough for me. If the clear time is not good, then, well, you might struggle. But yes, I have no doubt that if you build something correctly, then absolutely you will get good results. But so far, I'm quite satisfied with what we got. Okay. I am satisfied. It also depends on the character. Almost forgot to mention that. Theoretically, if you go for crits with Enzo, you can hit more, but I actually stripped away all crits on this one. So it's just whatever damage I'm dealing. Okay, it's 3:53. I think we're good. Right, ladies and gents, I will not be doing Marvel Rivals tonight. I will actually be carrying on because I don't want to outrank one of my buddies before our Friday session. So I will actually be back on TFD. For the gold farming, I will have a discussion video about it today to determine the best gold farm. So that is what will happen, and I'll see you guys in the evening for more TFT. All right. Catch you guys then. Y'all have a good one. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone. Okay? All right.